One war in Iran is rippling into your daily life, not tomorrow, now. Here's how it's hitting the world, country by country. First, energy. The head of the IEA says this is the greatest energy security challenge in history. Why? Because oil output from Kuwait plunged, Iraq plunged, Saudi Arabia plunged, the UAE plunged, by about 6.7 million barrels a day at first, then at least 10 million. That's the largest supply shock ever. Prices jump fast, Brent up around 10 to 13%, hovering near $80 to $82 a barrel. Iran shut the Strait of Hormuz, the choke point for 20% of global oil and huge LNG flows. When that route stops, the world stutters. Europe felt it instantly. Drone strikes hit Qatari gas sites. Qatar Energy halted production. European gas benchmarks spiked more than 50% in a day and nearly doubled. The timing was brutal. Europe started 2026 with lower gas in storage, 46 BCM, versus 60 last year, and 77 the year before. Gulf states got hit even if they didn't join the fight. Missiles struck Saudi. Missiles struck Qatar. Missiles struck the UAE. Missiles struck Bahrain. Missiles struck Kuwait. Missiles struck even Jordan. Airspace closed across the region. Major airlines suspended flights. Dubai offline, Abu Dhabi offline, Doha offline. Thousands of travelers were stranded, one of the biggest repatriations since COVID, or even World War II. Turkey? A missile from Iran entered its airspace and was intercepted. Ankara raised self-defense and opened urgent NATO Article 4 talks. Asia is scrambling. In 2024, 84% of oil through Hormuz were headed to Asia, and 83% of LNG through Hormuz were headed to Asia. Now countries are paying more, switching suppliers, and rationing. If this drags on, South Korea could struggle to keep the lights on and keep factories running. Consumers feel it at the pump. Germany's petrol jumped from about 182 to 2.07 per liter. Austria, 151 to 171. That's 13 to 14% in weeks. Zoom out. The WTO warns high energy prices could shave 0.3% off global growth this year, and Europe may lose at least 1 percentage point. Economists are using 1970s words again: stagflation and recession risk. So yes, one strait, one war, global shock. If you're paying more for fuel, this is why. If you're paying more for flights, this is why. If you're paying more for power, this is why. Stay curious, stay prepared.